but I'll resolve how. Captain of my ship, when the wind's no show, I can't control the wind, so hands on deck and go. Smooth sailing, it's not a prize. Delusions for the weak, and I live real life. I'm not a pig, I won't live in mud. I'm a champion, a mesh of will and blood. I point my finger, but I choose my fist, and I beat my chest, and I'll take life's hits, and with my mouth I will drink my tears and declare it's war. I'm not ending here. I'm not ending here. I'm not ending here. I'm not ending here. I'm not ending here.
What's up, assassins? It's your guy Tommy D once again. No more easy way outs, no more I quit, no more self-doubt, and no more bullshit. Let's do this. All right, so today we're going to discuss change because everybody loves change, right? This is a topic that I've been wanting to cover because the greatest things in life are on the other side of fear, and most people don't realize that. No one likes change because everyone's afraid to fail. But if you never fail, you never tried. The only ways you really fail in life, guys, is number one, if you give up. Because when you give up, there's not even a remote possibility you're going to succeed, obviously. And not getting back up. So I was watching one of Goggins' videos one day, and he was having a conversation with Andy Elliott. One of the things that Goggins talked about was, imagine if today was your last day and the next day you go to eternal life, you go wherever and you're a ghost and you're just looking back and you're like, man, if I was only given one more shot, I'd be doing this, I'd be doing that. Guys, you're not dead and you're not ghosts. You're here. So fuck the fear. Let's do it. Anything you want in life, just go after it and get it, man. Nobody's stopping you but you. So remember, excuses paralyze, solutions revolutionize. As you guys know, I moved down to Florida years ago, but I walked away from everything and everybody that I knew. My job at 23 years, my real estate career that I loved for the last 4 years that I was at my prior company. All my friends, my loved ones, my daughter especially, are all still up there. I was making a killer living, but I was miserable. And I knew ever since I came down here for WrestleMania weekend in 2008, I just knew that this was going to be home one day. But I procrastinated it for a long time. Oh, this year when we move to Florida, we should do this. When I move to Florida, we should do that. It was just a bunch of this and nothing else. It was, if you want traction, you got to take action. So going to the new company that I worked for when I left Connecticut and came down here, it was quite the adjustment. I mean, when you're part of a company for 23 years, at that point, you're basically a fixture. Everybody knows who you are, and being the best at what I did, you gain a lot of respect from a lot of people. Not to mention having a career in real estate, that means many other people know who you are. And they basically made it clear to me from day one, you might be some hot shot up north, but you ain't nobody down here, buddy. And that's fine. I mean, but what I want to get at is, though they refused to see what I had to offer, actually benefited me in the end. Because honestly, guys, if they weren't the way they were toward me, I wouldn't be here talking to you right now. I'd still be living in my comfort zone just like everybody else. And sometimes that's all you need. That's all you need. You just need that one little nudge. You need that one little person to piss you off, to get yourself in gear. Secondly, guys, if you're in a position where, whether you've been with a job for a year, whether you've been there 5 years, 20 years, 30 years, I don't give a shit. If you've been there and you got somebody that you're not getting along with, and you feel like people don't respect you and your career is going to shit, it's not the end of the world. What it is God is telling you something. And if you're an atheist, I don't freaking know. Just something is telling you that there's something else out there for you. But we got to close that door to open up the other one. And that's exactly what happened there for me. Much like moving to Florida, I procrastinated with this. Just like I procrastinated with talking about getting my real estate license for so many years. Yeah, I'm thinking about getting my license. Yeah, one day I'm going to start a YouTube channel. Yeah, one day I'm going to... Want traction, take action. So yeah, all it means is there's bigger plans for you out there. You just got to go find it. So I'm going to be honest with you guys. Believe it or not, I'm actually an introvert. I'm typically that guy who, excuse me, I'm that guy who generally sits at a party or a fundraiser or whatever. I'm the guy that sits in the corner of the room and doesn't say a word to anybody. I haven't always had the strongest communication skills. I will say my last job that I was at, between doing transportation, between doing real estate, those three things helped me with communication. And communication is big, guys. That's where a lot of money is. So how do you get there? How do you get better with any type of skill? Is repetition. Number one, repetition every day. So if you're somebody that doesn't like to, make phone calls, make 25 calls. Because the more you do it, the better you get at it. It's just a fact of life. You might look silly and you might sound stupid in the beginning. I have, trust me. But the more you do it, the better you get. And don't worry about what people say or think about you, because they don't freaking think about you as much as you think they do. 2, as far as ideas, we're all driving down the road, or we're all at work, or we're all doing something, and we all have that idea that hits our head. We all have that light bulb that comes on. When that happens, I don't give a shit what you're doing. Pull over if you're driving, step aside at work, do whatever. Write that shit down. How do you guys think that I got this channel started? I didn't start this channel just out of the blue. I'm not talking out of my ass right now. I had to write down literally about a year and a half worth of content before I got started, because that's generally what happens in YouTube channels. Is you'll watch somebody and you'll be like, wow, man, this guy Joe, he's got some pretty good content out. And you'll watch him for like 4 or 6 weeks, and then all of a sudden he disappears. And you're like, what the hell happened? He ran out of content. So anytime an idea hits your head, you got to put that shit down on paper, because if you don't, it just escapes. And that could be information that somebody's looking for. Always take notes, because you're a lot smarter than you think you are. And you got information that people are looking for. Number 3, again, take action. Don't fear it, relish it, okay? And don't be afraid to invest in yourself. And I'll give you an example. Like right now, I don't have like a ton of money to buy the equipment that I like. I'm still making these videos on my phone. I want that GoPro. I want that, what do you call that? I want that podcast setup. I want to have microphones so I can have better sound quality. And it's in the works, but there are other things that aren't as expensive. For instance, if you go online and you see some AI tools that you can use, but they want $89 a year. Spend the money. If you're gonna do the work, don't be afraid of it. Just do it. Do not be afraid to invest in yourself. That's a big part of it. Like, I don't know if you guys seen the intro to some of my other videos, but the very beginning where the drones is going around downtown Sarasota, that wasn't cheap. That was like $250. Shout out to my buddy Brett, who met me out there, and we spent like 2 hours filming the area, and everything came out great. But you got to invest in yourself. Number 4, character modification. All right. So I'll give you guys an example. When I first started practicing real estate, I used to clean shave. I used to just have a goatee, and everything else I shaved. So I hated facial hair because every time it would come in a little bit, my face would start to itch and I would get rashes, and I just freaking hated it. So I always maintain that pretty boy look. And I said, you know what? Once I got my real estate license, I said, this is going to be like a new version of me. So I got to have this new look to go with the new endeavor. It's not just your look and your appearance. You got to change the way you walk. You got to change the way you talk, and make people realize, okay, this guy, this is not the Joe that we know. And people start looking at you differently because they're seeing something in you that they don't see in themselves. Number 5 is a thing that I'm going to be starting pretty soon. I'm going to have a bunch of books made about time management. It's if you're a big time management is something that we all need, because if you write down what you're doing every single minute of every single day, you'll be surprised on how much time you're wasting when you could be spending that time reinventing yourself or building your business. It just cracks me up how some people, they can name who won every single Super Bowl for the last how many years. But, it cracks me up because, I see so many people out there that if they spent as much time building themselves and improving themselves instead of worrying about fantasy football, who knows? They might be on their way to being a millionaire right now. They might have that successful business. But, yeah, man, time management. Write down every single minute of every single day. Okay, from 7 to 3, I'm at work. So I usually walk in the door at 3:15, then I got to walk the dogs. After 3:15, I got to write the show. At 4 o'clock, 6 o'clock, dinner. 7 o'clock, time with the family. But make no mistake about it, you're not selling out, you're selling in. And I talk about this in almost every single episode, but surround yourself with the right people. You got to surround yourself with a team that holds you accountable. Criticism is not designed to make you bitter, it's designed to make you better. There's no I in team, there's no me and us, there's no my and ours. Get yourself around the right people, and you'll be surprised on what you can build. And you'll be amazed on what you can all build together. And of course, this is when your friends and certain other people come up to you and they say, oh, we don't hear from you anymore. We miss you. Your haters and doubters have in common with your loved ones is they don't want to see you succeed. All I got to say to them is I love you guys. Definitely want to meet up and catch up at some point. But I only got this life once. And I want to give it all that I got. I want to be all that I can be. And this is not what I'm looking for. And as far as the haters are concerned, let them throw their stones. You're going to need them stones to build your empire. Don't throw them back. All right, guys, I know this episode was short, but that's all I got for this week. I got a lot going on right now, and it's just about 3 o'clock, and I still got a ton of running around to do. I'll keep you guys posted on what next week's episode is going to be on. Just remember, the only one holding you back is you. Take care, y'all.